All right, next match is going to be the Brothers of the Destruction, Undertaker and Kane going up against two members of the Wyatt family. This is possibly one of the weirdest, I don't want to say it's the worst, built-ups to a feud, because of the fact that we don't know where this is going, we don't know how this is really panned out. But honestly, if Survivor Series is the end-all, say-all of the Brothers of Destruction teaming up against the Wyatts, this was probably one of the worst built-up feuds, especially you can't even really say returning Undertaker, because of the fact we saw him at Battleground, we saw him at SummerSlam, we saw him at Hell in the Cell. He's been around for the most part. He's been around more than we've seen him in a long time in WWE. For the longest time, the Undertaker would wrestle a match and he'd be injured and we wouldn't see him again for a whole another year. And now here we are, we're seeing him for the fourth pay-per-view, almost consecutively, and it's kind of weird. But I don't know if they're trying to sew the Undertaker and Kane storyline together with them coming together one more time to try and fight off some evil battle. But this one's been kind of weird. When basically after the Hell in the Cell match, the Wyatts come down 4-on-1. They attack the Undertaker as everyone's trying to give him a good send-off. I don't know if they were trying to make it seem like that was going to be Undertaker's last match, and he was retiring. It was in the back of my mind as he kept on saluting the crowd and cheering. Everybody was cheering for him and things like that. I thought maybe hey, he had the Hell in the Cell match. He lost to Lesnar. Now we're going to put him in the WrestleMania Hall of Fame at WrestleMania 32. But then the next night, Kane comes out and he tries to seek revenge and get answers or where the Undertaker is. And he gets beaten down and carried out. Next thing you know, Bray Wyatt is saying that he's consumed the souls of Undertaker and Kane. And now he can shoot lightning out of the sky and all sorts of weird shit. Then all of a sudden, in the middle of nowhere, Undertaker and Kane show up 2-on-4, beat the shit out of the Wyatts. And how do the Wyatts respond the next night saying, hey, we challenge you to a 2-on-2 match. You couldn't hold your own when it was 4-on-2. What makes us think that you're going to have any more advantages going in 2-on-2? Mike, does this match make any sense to you?
Honestly, just you explaining it, because honestly, I know this match is happening, so the fact that you're explaining it like that just doesn't make sense. The fact that they had 4 people and Taker and Kane defeated them with 4 against 4 people, that just doesn't make sense on their part. Maybe they'll make us think that we forgot about that, but I don't know. That's weird.
I think that this leaves the door open to a whole lot of things. Bray Wyatt, when he made the challenge, he basically said 2 members of my family against you 2. So it doesn't even say that Bray Wyatt is going to be in this match. It honestly, when you break it down, doesn't even say that, Braun Strowman, Luke Harper, or Eric Rowan is going to be in this match. Basically, what this says is that it's 2 members of the Wyatts. I don't really know who is out there to come in from NXT or from anywhere else, but
Corbin.
It couldn't even, at the end of the day, it might not be even 2 of the 4 guys that we see. It might be, from the back, a transformed Zack Ryder or...
I didn't even think about that, honestly.
Anything. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just 2 members of the Wyatt family. And, there could be members of the Wyatts living out at the ranch that we don't even know about. Is there somebody bigger than Braun Strowman that's going to be able... Are they going to bring El Gigante back to life to stand up and look down on the Undertaker? I'm not sure. But I don't think they brought Undertaker back to lose. That's my thought.
Yeah, I think that this match is so crazy that Cassius Ohno could come back as the Wyatt family member and he could be in the match. Anything is possible.
You're looking for anybody with a beard.
He has a beard?
I thought Cassius Ohno had a beard.
Oh, well, maybe he shaved it, because last time I saw Chris Hero, he didn't have a beard. But anyway, I definitely think that opens up a lot of opportunities, the fact that you just said, hey, this could be anyone, because that literally can mean a new guy, that can mean an old guy, that could mean, anyone. So I think that's really cool that, there's something that we can look forward to, even though this match is as crazy as it is.
If you think about the last few pay-per-views, if you think about Night of Champions, it was Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. They had the mystery tag partner. If you look at last pay-per-view, I can't remember what the hell it was, but there was a mystery person in that one as well. I think that people love mystery. Not knowing what's going to happen is what intrigues them the most. I think that if you look at most people's prediction videos, you're going to see that it's going to be Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. That mix-up makes the most sense to me. But where do you think they're going with this? I mean, do you really think that Undertaker and Kane are going to lose this match?
I think they can't. They can't lose this match because they're doing the whole 25 years of Undertaker thing, and like they're bringing him back for this big deal. And if they were to lose a match like that, just wouldn't make sense because then like Taker would come back for Mania and he'd be like, "Oh, I'm fine. Nothing happened to me. Like I'm good to go." But I don't know. Like it's weird.
I'm really surprised that we've seen Undertaker this much. Shut up, Ravi. But I've seen a lot of Undertaker this year. I can't do that because then I can't hear you, damn it. But I'm really surprised that we've seen Taker so much. But I wouldn't be surprised. I bet you Taker wants to wrestle because I think at the end of the day, maybe WrestleMania he hangs it up. But I think WWE is probably looking at Undertaker coming back as a boost to the business. People keeping the WWE Network as a subscription because they want to see Undertaker wrestle, not knowing when's going to be his last match. But I there's a little part of me who thinks I'm not even going to be surprised if Undertaker wrestles Bray Wyatt at TLC, or maybe Undertaker wrestles again at the Royal Rumble. He's come back so many times and he's fought for all these shows. When do you draw the line? When do you say enough's enough? I mean, Undertaker's been this guy who only wrestles once a year, and now all of a sudden he's coming back and working show after show.
Here's what I feel happened. I feel like they had the thing with, at SummerSlam. Jeez, that was SummerSlam. They had the thing at SummerSlam with Brock Lesnar, bigger than WrestleMania, this, that, and the other, all that nonsense. And then, they had the rematch and the Cell thing. And then they realized, hey, like, this year is the 25th year that Taker's, wrestling. Like, we have to do something for that. And it just happened to be the pay-per-view after SummerSlam, not SummerSlam, the Cell. So I think that it's just a coincidence that this is happening, and I think after this show, I think that the only reason he's back is because the whole 25 years of Undertaker thing. I think if it wasn't for that reason, we wouldn't be having this, match, and I just feel like this is it for him till Mania, which isn't that far away, but I feel like he just came back he just stayed here just for that reason. I don't see anything else being that reason.
I'm looking for closure from Undertaker. I definitely think that WrestleMania is his last match. I've heard the rumors that he's going to fight Cena, but I'm having a hard time connecting the dots. As of right now, Cena's sitting at home. Cena's going to come back. He's going to fight Alberto Del Rio, more than likely at TLC, and try to regain his United States Championship. Undertaker's going to have this match against Bray Wyatt and his family, and this doesn't really seem like it's going to be a blow-off of this feud. So how do they have this match again and somehow connect Undertaker to who he's facing at WrestleMania? It just, to me, when Undertaker had his matches with Brock at SummerSlam and at Hell in the Cell, both of those matches, I thought they were matches that I was really into for the fact that this might be the last time we see Undertaker. If Undertaker's not able to beat Brock Lesnar, then maybe this is when he says, hey, I can't do this anymore. I'm not the guy that I thought I was. When I lost at WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar took a part of my soul, and I'm not able to compete on that higher level. I'm not the Undertaker that you knew in 1990 or in the 2000s. I thought that was something that we were going to be able to see, where he became a mortal man, and he was going to ride off onto the sunset on his Harley, and maybe show up at WrestleMania and go into the Hall of Fame. But wrestling in a 2-on-2 tag match at Survivor Series is not the way that I see Undertaker ending his career.
Definitely not.